Hello, Pisces, and welcome to your new moon in Sagittarius reading that is happening on the 19th, 20th of December, depending on where you are in the world. We are going to take a look at this. This is going to be a time where you can feel or see or sense that something is shifting and changing as far as your mindset goes, your belief systems. It can be a time where you're really starting to explore some things, depending on what those things for you as an individual. But it does give me a sense of expanding the mind, learning something, a higher learning, could possibly be a shift in belief systems or the way you look at things that is taking place. The first card that wanted to fly out for you is the virtue of humility. So I don't know why, but right away I picked up on this could be an ego death for some of you, right? Where I can sense that energy of maybe recognizing something you believed in wasn't real, wasn't true. That would definitely align with all the planetary activity going on and the energy happening right now. We have treasure of abundance on the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like there is something that is, and I know it's a new moon, so it's where things new is, a seed is being planted. I feel like there is something new that is taking place as far as, I don't know why I feel strong. The belief system or the way of looking at something, thinking about something, it does also give me that energy of exploring and maybe discovering something that shifts and changes everything for you. That's not going to be surprising either with the energy showing up. So let's see what other energies want to show up for the sign of Pisces. Sign of Pisces, rejoice in love. So there will be something coming together as a result of all of this. So I can see the benefits already from this new moon for you. It does give me that shedding, though. It definitely gives me that shedding of an old belief system, a thought process, a way of thinking, that sort of energy. And I feel like it brings balance. This rejoice in love feels to me like bringing balance into a situation. I also feel there's a portal, that this is all through a portal. Like there is this, it could have already started. I don't know why I'm feeling the number 1212 during the December 12th portal, where you could have been seeing something different, exploring something, discovering something, and it changes everything. But there is a big part of this that is telling me, that I don't know why I'm just feeling this energy of being humbled as a result of being wrong, like not seeing something correctly. I'm not saying anyone's to blame for this situation. It could be just, you knew what you knew until you knew more, right? That sort of energy. Next card that comes up is defeat doubt. I did a collective reading, and this card showed up, I'm pretty sure, close to the same place that it is at right now. Positive attitude. Look at every one of these three cards right here are showing me a portal. You are moving through something. You are discovering something. You are growing. It feels to me. I feel like any lower vibrational energies, this defeat doubt almost feel gives me that it's tied to that virtue of humility, where I feel is an ego death. Um, so there could be a little something uncomfortable, maybe having to admit you were wrong or didn't see something, or, it just gives me that energy. I wouldn't beat yourself up over that. I mean, I think it's a great thing when you know you're wrong, right? To make that right, to do what you can to at least, you know, mend. I don't even know if I would want to use the word mend, but at least recognize, right? Recognize that maybe the way you were looking at something wasn't correct, or, you were looking at something without all the information. And now that you have the information, you don't see it the same way. But it's more like accepting responsibility and being accountable. Huge thing for Aquarius age and energy, taking accountability, right? So if you're kind of being hard on yourself about something, I feel like it's important for you to just face that, rise above that, overcome that challenge, balance the scales in some way, shape, or form. Make work fun is the next energy that's showing up. I feel like this is really going to be beneficial. I'm more feeling so when it comes to, um, I don't know why, but it feels like love and laughter in your life, peace in your life, happiness, joy. It almost feels like someone could just rest and lay the burdens down of trying to, even a defensive, like when you're defensive about something, this could have been somebody who was very defensive and really standing 10 toes down on something, only to discover later down the road that they were wrong, or they weren't seeing something clearly, or they didn't have all the information, right? But I feel like it relieves, and see how this is so surrounded with all that dark energy. And there's the light representing the truth, the clarity, the transparency, the higher vibrational frequency. So this is like illuminating something, seeing something for what it truly is. Look, stand in your strength. This is someone rising above something in their life, whatever, however it resonates. Take what resonates, release what doesn't. But I do feel like this is somebody rising above something. I feel like someone had to go through an ego death. I'm just saying. I don't know, but it's the vibe I'm getting. And then ultimately, all leading to this welcome change. There is change. I feel a good change. Everybody is going to go, even though it may not necessarily look like it when you're going through something, but I do feel it is that energy of welcoming in this change that is going to be bringing forth brighter days, better times, lighter feelings and emotions, like not being weighted down with the dense energies of sadness, that sort of thing. It's more like being infused with a life force is how I'm feeling. Look, beautiful energy, harmonized life. This is bringing something into balance. So I feel like this is all for a greater good, for sure. So let's keep going. We're going to clarify. Give us some information about this virtue of humility. This is just a humbling experience, is how I'm feeling with this energy. First card that shows up is the Page of Water. This feels to me like an apology. It feels like there could be an apology either you're giving or you're receiving. Message of fire, definitely talking about somebody delivering a message. I feel like a message that's like somebody taking action to deliver, bring peace to a situation. I feel like offer an apology. Like this is like I feel, even though I feel the person, like whoever I feel has to offer the apology, I feel like the overwhelmingness and the tightness in my chest where I feel like, it's scary. Like they have a fear of this. There's something about this that's really stressful or intimidating. But I feel the second that they take that action, offer that apology, I feel like it just liberates them from all of that dense energy, all of that heaviness, and then they allow the cards to fall where they may. So if you've been wrong and having it on the outs with a situation and you apologize and bring forth truth, clarity, that sort of information, I can see this shifting and changing in a very favorable direction, right? Otherwise, someone is going to be holding on to that energy and carrying around that energy, and that's not a good energy to be carrying around. The next card to come up to clarify is the Ace of Swords. Somebody is offering some sort of information, a conversation. They're going to communicate something. They're having a new beginning as a result of, I feel, offering an apology and clearing up some false information, inaccurate information, that sort of energy. Emperor, this is someone bossing up. This is definitely somebody standing in their power, like making a major shift and change. Like it feels to me like almost going from a page knight energy to somebody really boss material, like to the head of the class with you've learned a very important lesson. It's just giving me someone having the structure and discipline, maturing in order to take action and do the right thing is how I'm feeling with this. Next energy that shows up is the Hermit card. I do feel like this brings forth opportunities. I feel like it brings someone to a place of like being at new doors, entering new doors, receiving keys to unlock doors that may have been blocked for some time. It does feel like there has been a discovery with the Hermit card here, and someone is now ready to, like, I feel right something, right a wrong. There, I feel like there's an ego death too. Like, I don't know why. I just feel like that's the energy. Take what resonates, release what doesn't. Don't make yourself fit into any reading. You'll know if it's for you, and if not, it's not for you. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate you. The next card that shows up is the Page of Fire. Very interesting to see these energies. When I did the collective reading, if you haven't watched that, definitely do, because there are some similar energies that are in here. Like, you had, like, that collective reading had a page and then another page where there was fresh conversation, fresh action, fresh movement towards a situation. I'm seeing the moon at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like there was something that was discovered. It's really clearly showing with all the cards showing up so far. You know, the Hermit and things. I am feeling someone has discovered something. They've learned something. They've expanded their mindset. They're learned something new. There's a change in their belief systems or their, mindset, something like that. I feel like somebody was wrong about a situation, and now I feel like the apology and having a conversation and expressing what, first of all, offering that apology and then expressing what they've discovered along this journey is really going to be life changing, is how I'm feeling. The card that comes up to clarify this defeat doubts is the Fortune's Wheel. That is the Wheel of Fortune. This talks about timing. This talks about change. This talks about moving forward. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Earth. Something's been blocked for a very long time. Let's look underneath. Yeah, there's been something that's been blocked. Four of Earth to the Five of Water. I do feel like it's created a really strong emotional challenge for someone, right? This could even be when someone has discovered something and they know something, um, but they haven't taken action on it, right? And it's kind of like, instead of moving that energy, transmuting that energy, and transcending that energy, it's giving me that energy of where they're like recycling it within themselves, causing a lot of emotional baggage, damage, harm, challenge, whatever it is, right? I feel like this Wheel of Fortune is saying it's time. There's a lot of change on this table right now that I'm seeing. So, all right, let's keep moving forward. 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 Wheel of Fortune. Tell us about this Wheel of Fortune. Six of Earth. It's time for something. There's been an imbalance. There's six pentacles, which is an even number, but they're all over the place. Some of them you can't even see. But there has been something. There has been an imbalance. Maybe it's been an imbalance that was you weren't able to see. There's a transformation. This is Pluto energy, which Pluto is transiting Aquarius right now, bringing forth that transformation. This is the death card, so it's time for an old paradigm to end so a new paradigm can begin. It's about dismantling anything that's out of whack, out of balance, not authentic, not genuine, that sort of energy. I do feel like this is going to be a very transformative opportunity to speak a truth, to offer an apology. And again, this doesn't have to be you having to do it. It can be it coming into you, that sort of energy. But I do feel like it changes everything as a result of it. It really gives me that feeling of somebody really learning and I feel accepting. I don't know why, but I think it was in the last reading I did. If not, it was in a prior reading. But I keep feeling this accountability. When people take accountability for what they've done, the damage they've caused, like in writing that situation, balancing it out, it restores the balance, the harmony, the peace within one's life, within oneself, within one's path, journey, all of that sort of energy. So the next card that comes up, and this is make fun work fun to clarify it, is the judgment call. So there is judgment out on the table, six of fire. It's time for victory and success, and I feel like that victory and success has been blocked as a result of something. You'll know what it is if this reading is resonating with you, and it feels to me like even with this wing is kind of like blocking a portal. We've seen the blocking before. We've seen the imbalance. There's something that's had someone stuck or not able to see clearly or move forward for whatever reason. I feel with this judgment out here, this judgment is going to bring that favor, I feel, for the movement forward. This is talking about somebody making a judgment call as well, to be a true leader, to lead with love. You see the heart right there, popping right out. You see the sun behind his head, right? This is somebody who really has the power to bring, like, in life, I feel life force energy through love, through peace, through compassion, through all of them things. Somebody has been stuck. I keep seeing these fours. Maybe you keep seeing fours, but I've seen two already. I've seen the four of, what did I see? I seen the four of something, and now I just seen the four of pentacles. Wow. King of air to the king of fire to the nine of waters. This is really going to shift and change some serious energy, I feel. Whatever this apology is, whoever needs to apologize, whoever needs to bring forth truth and transparency in regards to information or have some sort of conversation, can be about finances because the fortune's wheel is in the center of this. I'm kind of feeling, let me say it like this. If you are someone and you know you owe someone an apology, you've been hiding, lying, and again, this can go vice versa. If someone's been doing it to you, this would be my thing. I would say I would come clean, because if not, this judgment is going to be bring this leader who could possibly be a person who's in a position of authority. Could be an investigator, could be a judge, it's a professional person, somebody who has a, a definite um purpose, like they're living their purpose. They're going to bring this information, whatever this information is. It's going to change everything. It's going to be beneficial, I feel, when it comes to luck, finances, resources, peace, happiness, harmony, all of those things. And I'm feeling like what I'm reading right here, if someone has the opportunity to bring this forth and be the catalyst for this change, growing, learning, evolving from this lesson, this situation, this experience, or there's a person behind the scenes who is going to. That's how I'm feeling this, any which way. But it's meant to bring in something. This is a wish fulfillment coming in for someone. So let's get one more card to clarify the welcome change. The welcome change is brought in through that King of air, who I feel is bringing the truth. This person is bringing the clarity. This person is bringing the receipts. This is what this person is doing. So whether, someone steps up to the plate and takes accountability for and offers that apology and tries to right a wrong, anyway, I'm seeing this, that judgment is saying this is going to be balanced out. This wrong is going to be righted regardless. Wow. Bottom of the deck is the six of air. This is talking about being spiritually guided. This is talking about moving forward. Bottom of the deck that fell out was, yeah. So we got the two of water to the fire to the six of water. I feel in the past someone created some sort of conflict, some sort of challenge. Could have even been a competitive thing. But nonetheless, in the past, someone, and they could be sick over this right now, is how I'm feeling. It with the two of waters, this is a beautiful card. So that this is someone who sabotaged a two of cups, a two of water, a connection. Um, for whatever reason, through conflict, chaos, drama, through their lower vibrational intentions and energies and things like that. uh like there's judgment. Like I'm straight up, I mean, there's no other way to say how I feel or what's coming through right now, other than to say that I feel someone needs to apologize and take accountability for something that has happened, right? Or the Most High is going to bring judgment down on that person. And while they may never apologize or try to right a wrong, they'll be sitting underneath that karmic cycle until the karmic debt is paid or the balance is restored. That's how I'm feeling. But I do feel there was ill intent and ill will, um, and intention in creating some sort of conflict, challenge, when it came to something being balanced, fair, nurturing, healthy, loving, that sort of energy. There also is this indication that a truth needs to be exposed about something that is not, like, if it's regarding finances, this is about an imbalance. Like there was an intentional sabotaging of something to create an imbalance. And like I'm seeing some serious, that judgment card is nothing to play with. So I'm just saying, this is what I'm seeing. Everybody has the opportunity each and every day when they wake up to right or wrong, to make amends, to, uh, try to, take responsibility and accountability for things they may have done to sabotage, to create challenges, to make a mess, do whatever, right? Every day they have that opportunity, until one day that opportunity is taken away from them, whether it be because the Most High decides to bring down that judgment and bring the truth to clarity in roundabout ways. That's another way it could be happening. But nonetheless, it's all going to be balanced out, like it or not. So take where you fit in this energy and go from there. I am a light worker in disguise. I don't have to talk about it. I can just be it. And this is that higher vibrational energy. I'm not. I don't know. I do not know why. I hope I'm wrong on this one, but I don't know if somebody was uh, causing conflict, drama, chaos in the past to a light worker. Let me just say, if that was or your case, or you are the light worker and it was done to you, you can rest assured with that judgment card being out here right now, that will be something. Because there are people who are here and their purpose is to make the world a better place through wisdom, through knowledge, through great guidance, through sincerity, through unconditional love, through a million different light working techniques and ways, right? So, like, that is not some, I mean, we've seen it done, right? You can create chaos, confusion, drama, mess things up, do this, that. That's what the devil's here to do. But you just remember that if you're part of that, that's the part of the connection you're with. Toxic, the devil energy. Like, I'm just telling you right now, I would not feel any good karma coming to somebody who is out there trying to do all of this to somebody who is here to make the world a better place, because they will absolutely be supported, protected, and guided through spirit, through the Most High, through, you name, whatever you resonate with. And yeah, you're out of your league. That's what I'm saying. If you're doing that, you're out of your league. They don't lose. It's just the way it is. So anyhow, let's keep moving. I love this energy. I do feel this is going to be a little bit, it can be, this new moon is bringing forth a lot of things that are bringing about a new beginning. as a result of whatever this, it does feel whatever this was, it's like, and I'm feeling that judgment saying, if you don't bring the truth, I am, right? It just gives me that vibe because it's like, we're going to be entering into 2026 without so much baggage, and we don't have very much time left in 2025, and that means things need to be or will be cleared up or exposed or quite quickly. Next card that comes up says, all is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe. Yeah, somebody's being protected. Somebody is definitely safe. If they are a light worker, if they are a person who is here to heal, to God, like I said, guide, help, love, nurture, be good, kind to people, that sort of energy, and there's been energy that's trying to mess with that, like, no, that won't be wise. It's already done anyways. What I'm seeing is already done. Like, the damage has been done, but the opportunity to make it right or to fix it, or to at the very least, which is going to be a major thing, is to take accountability for it. Mhm. Next card that comes up, I release my need to be right. I am defenseless and at peace. Yeah, somebody should be, because they've got the support of the Most High on their side. They are here, like I said, they're serving their purpose. And I know there are little demonic entities running around that like to do the most because that's what makes them feel powerful. They feel if they get over, screw someone over, do someone dirty, do all this stuff, it makes them feel like they're more powerful. They have more control. Well, they don't have control over the Most High. And that would be something they should fear. Like, because the judgment can be rendered in you never know what way, right? And that's the wild card in all of this. So there is a judgment out here. The bottom of the deck says compassion is my compass. I am willing to hold space for the experience of others. And I'm telling you right now, it's showing right up in physical form for me to see that there has been a light worker, a person who is here to lift spirits, to encourage, to motivate, to inspire, to guide in an authentic, loving, genuine way. And I don't know why, but I am definitely feeling like someone tried to do the most to make it not true, make it not look real. I don't know, but I know one thing, that judgment's out here, and I can't kick that feeling of that judgment. The next card that comes out says, my kindness is a gift I bestow upon the world. Someone got in the way of somebody interfered and wreaked havoc on a light worker, on a healer, on a shaman, on someone who is here to lift the assist and play a role and be part of the collective that is raising the vibration of the world. And someone decided to, in the past, bring a mess, bring conflict, bring challenge, bring obstacles, bring blocks, do whatever they did. I'm just saying, I don't even know what to say, because I keep feeling that judgment card and feel like someone's going to get their ass kicked because I feel like this person won't humble themselves. Remember the virtue of humility? They won't go through that ego death. It will literally take the Most High crumbling, crushing, and crashing their world down in order for this person. And then they still may not even own it. This could possibly be someone who they won't heal in this lifetime. So when they come in, reincarnate into another lifetime, they'll be going through something. They'll be going through something. Anyhow, I'm going to let that go at that, because I just feel like, yeah, like, there is an individual I feel who's not going to go through that ego death. They're not going to evolve. They're not going to ascend. It feels like they've maybe spent their entire lifetime like trying to sabotage and hurt genuine people, good people. Like it feels like they have a whole lineup from the energy, and I just feel like they're gonna get their ass kicked by judgment. But anyhow, just I hope you're not that person. The last card for this reading says, taking care of myself is a radical act of love. And this is what someone has done. Like, if this was and it does really show me that there has been some challenge, some experiences that have been done to, I feel, a light worker. Um, I definitely feel like a light worker, a healer, a shaman, somebody who is here to help with the transition from the Piscean age into the Aquarian age, and to play a major role in being a guide to help others move in that direction. And there has been some sort of sabotage that has happened. And it's time for, I felt like, straight up, somebody needs to take accountability and offer an apology and welcome the beneficial change as a result of doing that. I just got this vibe that there is someone out here who, come hell or high water, like they can be underneath the most excruciating amount of karmic debt and karma playing out in their lives, and they're just gonna hold 10 toes down. I just feel there is at least one person who's not going to change in this lifetime. Um, in order to move forward. So that's just what I'm saying. This is what I'm seeing. The next bottom of the deck says, my genuine desire to serve clears the path for me to step into my purpose. And I said, someone tried to sabotage a light worker, a healer, someone here on with a purpose and on a mission. We're all here with a purpose and a mission, right? Some people's mission is only to destroy. Like, they are part of the energies that fell. The devil is a fallen angel, right? And when he fell, he took a third of the people went with him. So you imagine all those, like I said, little demonic entities running around trying to destroy anything and everything they can get their hands on. And someone definitely tried it, but I feel like they're about ready to reap some serious, serious consequences as a result of it. Not even so, I mean, yes, as a result of that, but also because they don't learn from it. Because, like, I feel there is this energy that won't accept, humble themselves, won't go through that ego death, accept the responsibility and accountability, and offer an apology and bring the truth and clarity to the table. And so for that, I don't know. That's on them. Anyhow, I hope that serves you well, Pisces. I thank you for taking the time to listen to this message. And please, like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. I send you love and light.